Hi-ho out there, folks. You saw the last two videos I did where I basically just did a nice little displays, but now I think I'll go into some detail and tell you exactly what I actually did to him. I suppose we'll go in order of morph, so starting with Mastodon. As most of you will know who actually have had one of these in the past, the trunk had awful gaps which drove me nuts, and so did some of the other Zords, so what I did was run across that gap with some milliput. Now it looks a little bit different, as in not cheapy and bad. I forgot to put snout holes in, but this is the first project, folks. Give me some credit. I also filled in the gaps inside the feet, because, that looks bad too. I gave the whole thing a gloss and matte and metallic paint job, and as you can tell, the stickers are much, much better than the original American stock, so I went with those Toy Hacks fellas. They seem to do alright. Those had decent turn to the Mastodon. As you can see, I use different levels of paints here. Chrome and steel and such. Pterodactyl was up next. As you can see, her chest piece sticker is awful chromy, reflective even. I sculpted into the inside of the cannons, but like I said, this is my first attempt here, folks, so please give me some small credit. And where I could avoid using stickers that were a base and not as good color, I just used a paint marker, like the little gold there for what will be the belt of the megazord. I painted the whole thing on the inside. Steel seemed like the right color to use. Taking her apart was quite the trick, because I didn't know those stickers were covering more screws. I almost did something drastic. The head I mostly left alone, because... Oh, no, I'm out of focus. Well, that looks alright there, doesn't it? And that's on to her. Triceratops I had a little more fun with. This is not the... front horn always came a little stubby, and I couldn't stand that, so I decided to raise it a little with some milliput and sculpted it and sanded it up to make it nice and pointy looking. As you can see, the interior of his major horns are painted up too, or filled in. I even painted his little toes up front, which now have some wear, so I have to go back and do that. And his tail is a mix of the stickers, some paint, and, again, some of that sculpting there, folks. But please, first time. That's him. Oh, horn right there, how funny. And then, there was the saber-toothed tiger. I freehand did the eyes on there, and the nose as well. Added all the lining. Made that look a little better. There's some slight smudging there, but that's perhaps from transformation rub, folks. As you can see, the tail looks well better. Not just all hollow. I distinctly remember the front piece there being a slightly hollow, so I left that alone. Real challenge out of all of this was Tyrannosaurus. He doesn't come quite to have pieces as all the rest of them do, or painting, so there was a lot of taping and remolding and such. You can see some of it there on the inside of his tail. The original paint on the head, though, where the little silver crest in the eyes, though, I thought that was pretty good, so I decided to leave that alone. I put the little Toy Axe sticker on the inside of his mouth, too, so it doesn't just look like a big gumball like J.T. Mitchell once pointed out. Go, J.T. Mitchell, you're one of the reasons I did all this. And then, of course, we come to JDF's ride, the Dragonzord. The little stickers or his fingertips always drove me crazy, so I just filled in the hands, as you see there, and drilled out the actual missile holes. Looks a lot better that way, yeah? I did him in as much gold. I got rid of the gold chrome it comes with, because let's face it, mine didn't exactly come out with a good looking chrome. It was kind of spotty, so I fixed that. And the whole rest of him, as you can see, he got painted over as well. But that's enough of the individuals. I suppose it's like this. Hey, in the show, it's morphing time. So let's get to assembling here, folks. I suppose we'll start with the legs. Oh, wait, no. Pretty side out, folks. That makes it look much better. Oh. Do that with a saber-toothed tiger. Fold up is our fangs. Head up, tail down. I'm not doing the tank mode, guys. I never really much cared for the tank mode. I know that's going to earn me some dissension somewhere down the lines, but I just didn't care for the tank mode. And yes, for some of you out there who are not aware, this is the correct placement for the legs. I keep seeing some people on eBay place them on the wrong side, and it's frankly annoying. Next up comes the Mastodon. Flip that around, shoulder pads up. And yes, I also painted the hands on too, because let's face it, they're supposed to be a different color. They are shown as such in show. And the whole point of this was to try and get as show accurate as possible. I'm gonna have to move the camera in a minute here, folks. Just a minute, get the pterodactyl all situated, like thusly. Attach. And there you are, there's the Megazord. As you can see, as you could see before, I gave him a full paint job too. I tell you, it's awful hard to get in there with a brush like that. So please forgive me this little bit. I did some lining on the pterodactyl to bring out the detail, and frankly all over the rest of the stuff as well. He's awful barrel-chested, isn't he? But I suppose that's good, yeah? And now for those that are curious, let's have a look at the Dragonzord in fighting mode, since I have not shown that off yet, and some people like to see that sort of thing. Get him demorphed, or however you choose to call it here. Boots in position. First, yes, tail off. Split him open. Pull the chest piece out. Hands in. Reconnect. Move chest to the middle. And now, the world's biggest knee pads. If I can get it to cooperate. Forgive me here, folks. I'm not used to doing this with a camera in front of me. As you can see nice and up close here, though. Yes, I did do the Toy Hack stickers for the Dragonzord as well, so we don't have the giant lightning bolts all over the place, which frankly makes it look very childish, even to children. Hang on a minute, there seems to be a leg arguing with me. That's better, folks. Now give him his arms. And I forgot the cannons on Megazord himself. So we'll attach those. As seen here. There is from, fix that, all the way up, and fix that, bring down the face, and there's the Dragonzord in fighting mode. Not a bad look either, huh, folks? I'd show you what the spear looks like with him, but I can't quite remember. Oh, no, there it is. Here we have the base. Chest piece. Straighten out the tip of the tail. And there's that. So there he is with the world's biggest damn spear. And yes, Lino in the background. What's up? So there's that. But I got one more I can show you that, you know, mixes all around. Bring T-Rex back in. Reattach the arms. Whenever they decided to play ball. There we go. And now we put the shoulder pads down. Draw back the horns. Oh. Reattached chest piece. That's sort of a piece of this. And we come into Dragonzord. That was not part of the plan, folks. There, that's slightly more presentable. Except this time we push the dragon's head all the way up. Reposition the arms. And fight it for a minute here because it doesn't seem to want to play ball. Attach the dragon, which I did mostly off camera, but you get the idea. And there we have the Mega Dragonzord, which is quite frankly freaking huge. I know some people don't like the Mega Dragonzord, but I don't get the hate. I figured out a way to make it happen, so let them do it. I think it looks pretty good. But then that's me. What do you guys think? I'll let you decide in the comments if you choose to make a comment. And until then, y'all have a nice day.